almost didn't make it. I almost didn't last. Why does the week go by so slow, the weekend so fast? But luckily the days come to take my cares away. It's not Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. That's right, it's Friday, Friday. Tonight I'll party with my friends. Friday, Friday. Today I know the weekend. So I'll get out of bed and be to work on time. I'll give this day to the company, the next 2 days of mine. And when my day's over and the final work hour's passed, I'll go home, have a shot of Cuervo to the boss who can kiss my Friday, Friday. Tonight I'll party with my friends. Friday, Friday. Today I know the weekends. Friday, Friday.
Yeehaw! It's Friday, bitches. Enjoy your sales. Weekend's here. Going to be in the 20s at some point, and maybe some snow as well on Sunday.
Like mid-20s, like heat wave.
Yeah, like car wash.
I did that yesterday.
Really?
I know it was cold, but I every day I was getting salt all over my clothes.
It's just gray. Everything's just kind of gray, and it's got that, like...
Yeah. Every day.
Dust in the air.
My coat's covered with this.
Yeah.
I can, so I did yesterday. But yeah, it's going to feel so nice.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to say.
January coming to an end and February beginning on Sunday, so we'll take a look ahead at things to look forward to in the month of February. One thing we can look forward to today is Doc's Racing Report is back.
I know, because the Daytona 500 is in there's a race coming up.
There's a race this weekend, and then the Daytona's in 2 weeks, the Valentine's Day weekend. So we'll let you know what's in theaters and on television this weekend. Again, we'll look ahead at February, some things to look forward to. Bad news, happy music, all sorts of other stuff as well. And 15 in our area today. Maybe some clouds, partly sunny tomorrow with a high of about 22. And then again, up into the mid-20s on Sunday, but some snow moving into the area Sunday night. Rockmornings.com is the website if you want to get in touch with us. You can also download the apps, the 95.7 The Rock app or the 92.9 The X app. Get in touch with us that way. Pictures and videos and voicemails. I actually got some pictures sent in from a guy the other day. Maybe not a guy. Allie, A-L-L-I. Says, I work near Waukon, Iowa, across the river at Pike's Den in DeSoto, Wisconsin. This is my daily commute across the river in Lansing. I listen every morning. Learn something new every day. I really like the arrests in the Florida Man section. LOL.
Yeah.
And then a couple of pictures here. This is the old bridge in Lansing that's coming down and that they're building. Obviously they blew the other one up a couple of weeks ago, but they're still putting together this new one. Allie, thank you very much for the text, along with the pictures. Appreciate that. Also got one from Jessica the other day that said, meanwhile in Maine. And it's a guy in a moped.
In the snow?
Yeah. I mean, it's not actively snowing. It looks like it has snowed quite a bit, but...
Sure. Riding his moped in the winter.
Yeah, just having a day. Riding his moped in the snow. People do some crazy stuff. I know some guys who, they're in a group of motorcycle riders, and their goal is to ride at least once a month every month of the year.
So they wait for the warmest, clearest, nicest day in the wintertime where the roads are less covered.
Because it's been great in the month of January. It's been wonderful. Happens. Lots to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Congratulations. Dry January is almost over. An entire month without a cool, refreshing beer. A crisp, fruity Pinot. Or a hearty scotch on the rocks. Even more impressive, all three are right here in your home. Yes, you're just steps away from liquid heaven. You can even hear them calling for you, calling for you, calling for you. Come on, man. You don't need to wait till February. Look at the news. Look at your finances. Look at your life. Let me numb the pain. After all, it's just a sip. There you go.
This message brought to you by the National Liquor Council. You really thought you could quit us?
Dry January coming to an end for those that participate. Not me, man. I got to have a beer or two to get through this month. It's miserable.
February on Sunday. Here we go, February.
Yeah, we'll give you a list of things to look forward to in the month of February a bit later on this morning. We'll talk racing with Doc as well. The first official racing report of the season. We had him on a couple of times over the last month or so because there were some
important news out of
NASCAR news. But today is the first official racing report of the season. You mentioned you got your car washed yesterday?
I did.
Did that impact your ability to get into the vehicle this morning?
It did not. There was an extra crunch when I opened the door.
Okay.
But
some of the water gets in between and gets
a little crunchy, but it was fine.
People online are posting some cold weather hacks for their vehicles. Obviously, this time of year, we're all looking for an edge. Remote car starters are obviously a big deal. Start the vehicle before you get in. Have toasty seats. If you've got seat warmers, maybe a toasty steering wheel. I got to get my seat warmers looked at. I don't think they work. At least the one on the driver's side. But here are some other hacks that people are sharing online for cold weather cars. Using hand sanitizer to unfreeze door locks. They say you should try this. In a pinch, the hand sanitizer can help thaw frozen locks due to its alcohol content, which melts ice. So, yeah, squirt some hand sanitizer on the frozen locks of your vehicle.
Get out of my car! Your stupid space cars lock me in!
Another hack that they say you shouldn't try is pouring boiling water on a frozen windshield. Now, it seems like the quickest way to melt the ice is to pour boiling water on it. That one's been going around TikTok. It's not necessarily new, but the extreme temperature shift could actually shatter your windshield. You go from brutally freezing cold to steamy, boiling hot. Next thing you know, you got a problem with your windshield, and that's not a good way to start the day.
Right. Even lukewarm water is significantly warmer than what's going on the frozen.
Here's a cold weather hack that some people share for their, or some people do for their vehicle. Covering your side mirrors with socks during the overnight.
Slipper socks, medium.
They say you should try this one. It obviously looks a little goofy, but it works. Putting socks or small plastic bags over your side mirrors helps to stop frost from forming overnight and saves time scraping in the morning. And a lot of us don't have defrosters in our mirrors, just on the windshield or on the rear windshield, so it might help. What about rubbing potatoes on your windshield to prevent frost?
Is that a real thing?
They say to avoid that.
Potatoes. Yeah. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Shove them up me arse. They say to avoid that one. It's been a viral myth for a while. The starch might delay the ice slightly, but it leaves a sticky film that's actually worse to clean than just the ice. And then last but not least, an interesting one. Have you ever heard of filling a sock with cat litter to stop your windows from fogging up?
No. Cat litter in the trunk for getting stuck if you need some grip to get out of a snowbank or something. But
you know, people have this sort of ratio of how far the window needs to be open to how hot the defroster is, you know, try to get that balance. Yep. They say you should try this. So you fill a sock with cat litter and you stick it on your dash to help stop with foggy windows. Silica-based cat litters draw moisture from the air, which can help to keep your windows fog-free from the inside. So, yeah, just some of the cold weather car hacks that you might want to try this time of year.
We have a couple beaters for the kids, and one of them
beater with a heater
hasn't been moved, you know, during this extreme cold spell. And I noticed it has frost on the inside of the glass. Not just on the outside, but now
moisture everywhere.
Yeah,
inside, outside, upside
it's
down.
all froze.
Yeah. All over the place. Yeah. It's going to happen. Also online, people listing disgusting habits that they secretly think are okay. Do you have any that... This is like a thing that everybody does, but no one really talks about it?
Sure, yeah. No, nothing comes to mind except a video I watched the other day, which was two girls, and one of them was
there a cup?
Nope, not that video.
No cup?
Seen that one.
Okay.
Where they're really good friends, but one of them's type A and one of them's type B. So the type B one was like saying things that she does that the other one would complain, and it was just, I couldn't hardly stand her thing. She was like, she doesn't put the caps on things.
Oh.
Like,
My wife has got a recent drawer issue.
Like, leaves them open?
No, and it's a drawer and a makeup thing that she's got. It's like a little makeup, I don't know, tower, if you will. It's like 3 little drawers, and they're all full of makeup and crap. And it's in her bathroom, and I only see it because I sleep in that bedroom. I don't spend a lot of time in there other than that. But every time I walk by, I see it open, and I just, what are you doing?
Yeah,
close
so
the,
this was
the effing drawer.
She had a whole bunch of things like that, right? Where she just, you could see the type papers and
it's insanity.
She never folds her clothes once they're clean. They just sit in the clean basket, and then they pick through there to.
My wife does a little bit of that. Eventually, she gets to the folding, but it's there's a lengthy process to doing clothes when it comes to my wife, and it's usually weeks and weeks and weeks of piling up and piling up and piling up and piling up and piling up, and then there's like loads of laundry that are on the freezer downstairs. There's loads of laundry that are on the dryer downstairs. They're in her basket on the floor. They're in the other basket. It's like...
It's a lot of that, huh? It's a lot of laundry.
Oh, God. I think if there was one thing I could change about my wife, it would be the laundry situation. Like, to try and speed it up, be a little more expeditious with it. You know what I mean? Like,
keep it contained somehow.
Like do the laundry, get it done, put it away. But it's like this process that takes days.
Yeah. So that's what the video was about, and so that's what it comes to mind.
Yeah, these are one. Look, we all pick our nose. Nobody wants to say it. Nobody wants to get caught doing it. But at some point, you're sticking your finger up your nose because you got dry boogers, especially in the wintertime, or whatever. But that is the most popular one, is people picking their nose.
Was it a scratch or a pick?
Yeah, picking our nose, one of the disgusting habits that most people secretly think are okay because we all do them. Another one is doing a little snot rocket. We call that a farmer blow.
Yeah.
Right? You're just out there, you don't have a handkerchief or paper towels or anything like that, so you just go, and then you... Not a thing for you?
I don't...
what is it with you?
Boys used to do that all the time in high school, and it's a gag reflex for me. It's not a thing I like being around.
Cleaning earwax with your fingers. Really can't get in there all that deep. Peeing in the shower is another one. Everybody does it. Biting your fingernails. I used to do it really bad when I was a kid.
Me too.
I've gotten over that sort of habit. Another one is apparently smelling your armpits to see if you stink.
Like
Mary Catherine Gallagher?
Yeah.
Is that, or just kind of lifting the arm and giving it the smell test?
Sometimes when I get nervous, I stick my fingers under my arms and then I smell them like that. And that's really gross. It's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, some disgusting habits that people are sharing online that are apparently 100% okay because everybody does them. This one I've never even heard of. Licking your wrist and then smelling it to see if your breath stinks.
Nope, never heard of that either.
Is that a thing?
I thought it was like that.
Yeah, you would do one of these.
Yeah, you'd breathe it in your hands around it to see.
Licking your wrist?
I didn't know people did that.
Another disgusting habit that people have that they say is completely normal because everybody does it is the smell test on your clothing.
Is that disgusting, or is that just like...
I don't know. Well, you've got clothes and they lay on the floor or the bed and they're in piles or on the chair.
Clean or not?
Right, and they're just laying there forever, and you just pick it up and sniff it, and you're like, it'll do. But maybe you're just used to the smell as opposed to realizing that it doesn't actually smell that good. A lot of smelling going on in these lists. Farts, smelling your own farts. Yeah, your own brew. You like your own brew.
Space.
Yeah. Disgusting habits that people say are okay. Smelling your boob sweat. Is that something women do?
Not this woman.
No. Not showering every day is a disgusting habit.
I don't know. That's just...
Some days you don't have time.
Some days you don't shower. I don't know if it's a disgusting habit.
The 5-second rule, they say, is a disgusting habit.
Is it?
If you know what the floor situation is,
yes,
then you're okay. Like, right. I would never eat food off the floor here because it's disgusting. At home, I at least know what the situation is.
It depends on the food because we have animals, right? So there's just no matter how much I clean, there's gonna be hair.
Yeah.
But it depends on the what it is.
Licking chip dust off your fingers. Doesn't everybody do that?
Yeah,
it's normal.
I don't know.
What are you supposed to wipe it on a towel like some kind of savage?
What do I have? A napkin?
Here's a weird one. Someone said in this list of disgusting habits that we secretly think are actually normal, I blow my nose into my dirty laundry, T-shirts, not underwear, and have never once bought a box of Kleenex.
Okay, that might just be them being weird. That might be a weird thing. I don't.
You're down there doing the laundry, and the moment hits, and you got to blow your nose, and you just grab a T-shirt. I always thought hankies were the weirdest thing. Like people used to, and they still do, handkerchiefs, right?
Yeah.
They would carry them around in their pocket, and they would just take them out and blow snots into them all day, every day, and then you go home with a snotty handkerchief, and then
my dad did on the farm.
weird.
I suppose carrying around Kleenexes. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
he's on the farm, and so that's
not as economical as carrying around a big box of Kleenex, but weird, disgusting habits that people think are secretly okay. Brian in Colorado wants to hear some Mudvayne. He says, "Morning, everyone. Finally Friday. Hell yeah! Can we listen to some Mudvayne? We can, and we will, and we'll do that in a bit. We got sports coming up after Alice in Chains.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Super Bowl's next weekend. No need to really wait. Most of the commercials have already been leaked on purpose.
Yeah. That I've been moaning about that for years. Mm-hmm. It started, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago. Either shortly after or shortly before COVID. And you would get teasers, commercials for the commercials. And now they're just blatantly putting the commercials out there that are supposed to show during the Super Bowl, which I thought was part of the excitement of watching the game, was seeing the commercials for the first time and not knowing what to expect. Now they're all getting released, or they're doing these little teasers like, wait till the 8th of February and then you'll see the whole thing. And I don't need that. It's like, feels like a waste.
I understand why. I mean, they cost millions and millions and millions of dollars to produce, and it airs once or whatever, and so they're trying to get their most out of their money. But saw a couple, not very many.
I've been kind of trying to avoid them. I mean, obviously, they're all over the place, TV, social media, so it's hard to avoid them completely, but I'm not searching them out, at least. Let's just say that. And there will be, of course, some commercials that I haven't seen yet that pop up during the Super Bowl, but for the most part, I'm trying to avoid seeing any of the commercials that they've been teasing. Bucks losing to the Wizards last night, 109-99.
It'll be picked up by Middleton, and the Wizards are going to win again. They had lost 9 consecutive games, and then they won Tuesday against Portland, and tonight against Milwaukee, 2 straight wins. And nothing accentuates growth of a young team like a win.
Yeah. Bucks have now lost 4 in a row, 8 of their last 10. Bucks are off until Sunday. Doesn't get any easier. They got to travel to Boston to take on the Celtics on Sunday afternoon at 2:30. That game will be on ESPN. The Badgers are at home tomorrow against Ohio State. That game will be on Fox, and it tips off at 1 p.m. Patrick Kane.
Long pass up again. Here's Kopp. Going by Kane. Kane has it to Brinkett. Shot! Score! There it is! History in Detroit. 1375 for Patrick Kane.
Yeah. Patrick Kane becoming the highest-scoring United States-born player in the NHL, passing Mike Modano with an assist for his 1,375th point last night for the Red Wings against the Capitals. Mike Modano held the mark for 18 years and then some. Kaner reached the milestone a couple of months after turning 37. Modano was 40 when he scored to register his 1,374th point, passing Phil Housley. So congratulations to Patrick Kane, now in the record books in the NHL. Lou Holtz, the legendary head coach of Notre Dame, led the Fighting Irish to the title, the national title, in 1988. He has now entered hospice care. He's 89 years old, He was the head coach for the Fighting Irish from 86 to 96, leading the team to a perfect 12-0 season and the national championship in 88. Lou Holtz would, of course, go on to serve as a college football analyst from ESPN for many years, but he's 89, and now his health is starting to go, and he's going to hospice. Elsewhere in sports.
Yep, here we go.
Olympian Sha'Carri Richardson. Not the kind of Olympic news you want to hear. She's obviously not going to be in the Winter Olympics. She's in the Summer Olympics with all the running that she does, but she apparently likes to run fast and drive fast. She was speeding a lot in Florida. The Orange County, Florida Sheriff's Office said the 25-year-old was driving at 104 miles per hour and dangerously tailgating and passing other motorists on Florida's Stony Brook Parkway. The Dallas native reportedly taken into custody and booked into the Orange County jail on a $500 bond. She's since been released, but Sha'Carri Richardson, Olympic gold medalist, has been busted in Florida for driving really fast, and they, of course, have that new super speeder law, which you don't want to mess around with. Yep. Not good for Sha'Carri.
Olympics are going to be fun, though.
They start next Friday and continue through the 22nd of the month of February with all the winter stuff going on.
Yeah, and a couple things to watch out for. The figure skater.
There's several from Wisconsin.
Well, Max, if you remember, he's one of the skaters who lost his parents in that plane crash in D.C. Remember, because they were all like from a skating camp.
The skating one.
Yeah, so he will compete almost exactly a year after losing both of his parents, who were also his coaches. So he's on the Olympic team. That should be fun to watch him hopefully succeed. And then there's a lot of women ice hockey players from from the University of Madison that will be representing the United States.
Sports on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. We'll get to that requested mud vein for Brian in Colorado in just a couple of minutes.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Oh, you know who you are. You've been doing your daily action, putting lots of overtime. You need some time off satisfaction. Just think how tough it's been. You've been putting out all that labor. If you use your wit, you can get out quick and do yourself a favor. Friday in effect, and you're pretty beat, I bet. It's been one tough week, you've hit your peak, and you've earned your paycheck. But now this week is over, and it's a little fun you're seeking. Your grin is wide, and I know why. Look out, here come the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
That weekend's gonna be a monster, y'all.
Yes, the weekend is here. The weather is kind of improving.
Yeah.
It's warming up at least.
For sure.
Might see the 30s by next week, so. And we're a week away from the Super Bowl featuring the New England Patriots.
Really?
In case you hadn't heard.
Huh.
Just letting you know. But that's not this weekend, that's next weekend. So let's take a look at what's on the boob tube this weekend. HBO Max, today you've got the streaming premiere of a movie called If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. A psychological drama starring Rose Byrne as a mom whose mental health unravels after she's worn down dealing with her daughter's mysterious illness. Conan O'Brien plays her therapist. Christian Slater is her neglectful husband, and the rapper A$AP Rocky is her neighbor. It's called If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
We are out of time. I had another patient coming, so...
Wait, now? What about the 10-minute warning?
Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention.
You didn't respond to the email that I sent you about my dream.
I don't respond to my clients' dream emails.
I know you have a lot on your plate, but she's getting better, and the rest of it is totally temporary. You need to be a team. There's a whole...
I know. The problem with that logic, though, is that I'm not a housewife. I work, too.
You might like this one. This seems to align with all the stuff you got to deal with.
Maybe. When is it?
Crazy mom. Let's just...
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, so dealing with life. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. It streams today, starting today on HBO Max. SNL this weekend is, of course, on NBC. Alexander Skarsgård will be the host, and Cardi B will be the musical guest. That ought to be interesting. Cardi B, gold card carrying member of the Donald Trump faction.
True.
The people on SNL not necessarily fans of Donald Trump. Wonder how that'll work. Maybe Cardi B gets all up in somebody's face. No? Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Is that what's going to happen? No?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll see. Sunday night on CBS, the 68th annual Grammy Awards.
Oh, yeah, the Grammys.
Award season is here. Performers include Justin Bieber and Sabrina Carpenter, Addison Rae, Leon Thomas, Lola Young, Olivia Dean, the Mariahs. After Bieber and Sabrina, I have no idea who these people are. I'm officially old, Gene. I don't know who any of these people are. Sunday on Amazon, the second season finale of The Night Manager. And also on Sunday, this is on Paramount Plus. New movie called Old Guy starts streaming on Paramount Plus on Sunday. It stars Christoph Waltz as a contract killer who postpones his retirement to train an up-and-coming Gen Z killer played by Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, Cooper Hoffman.
After 30 years, I haven't messed up a single job.
With the arthritis you had, you can expect an occasional flare-up.
I really need to get back to work.
What do you do?
Oh, here we go.
Zelensky, he made a terrible mess. Didn't even get the guy.
We can avoid these problems.
We're going younger across the board.
Old Guy. Paramount Plus Sunday. New in theaters this weekend, couple of big ones, both rated R. The one that you've probably seen about 1 million trailers for is Send Help. This has got Rachel McAdams as a mistreated employee stranded on a deserted island with her boss, played by Dylan O'Brien. It's directed by Sam Raimi.
Okay.
It's kind of billed as it's not necessarily a horror movie. There's not like a ghost or a killer on the island, but survival type thing called Send Help.
Are there any others? Have you tried making a distress signal or a bigger fire? Getting us out of here should be your focus, not being Susie Homemaker.
You do know you would have died out there.
Yeah, how do you think that would have worked out for you? Are you going to hunt a boar? Linda from accounting?
Strategy and planning, actually. You ever hunt? I think I like it. How valuable to the company am I now? No help is coming. This is how things are now. Not in the office anymore.
Send Help. New in theaters, rated R, starring Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien, directed by Sam Raimi. You haven't seen any commercials?
No.
Really? Man, it's been all over the place. Yeah, they're on. He basically is going to fire her.
Right, and
she was due for a promotion from his dad, who either died or stepped down. And then when the son took over the company, he said, "No, we're firing her ass," and then took her to on this trip to a business meeting, and then they were going to fire her afterwards. Well, the plane goes down, and of course she knows that they're mistreating her, and then she basically has to keep this guy alive, and they fight it out on the island. Send Help, rated R. The other movie in theaters this weekend is Shelter. That's also rated R. It's Jason Statham, so that means he's a former this or a former that, and he's hiding out, and someone shows up, and then the government comes, and he's got to kill everybody. It's the same exact story as every single one of his movies. Nothing changes.
Does the name Michael Mason ring any bells?
Mason isn't just an assassin. He's a precision instrument. He was one of the first of elite operatives.
Then what happened?
I bring you supplies week after week, yet you never leave here. Why is that? Most people just say thank you.
Don't ever come up here again.
Oi, I'm the Stafe, and I kick a lot of ass.
That's what I'm going to do in this one, too.
Yeah, so he's a former British spy living in self-exile and remote island, orphan girl, and blah, 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 blah. And
Squad of soldiers.
I get it. This is what we watch Jason Statham for. But, is there not any other plot out there? There's not a single other plot? I mean, all of the movies, The Beekeeper, all of the ones, all of the movies that he's done, Working Class Man or whatever the hell it was called. It's like all the same. Like he's just trying to avoid this former life, and then he gets drawn back into it, and he's got to kick everyone's ass. And
sometimes those hit, though. I'm telling you, you don't have to think too hard, and you can just sit back and on a Friday night.
No, I'm not. Look, and he kicks a lot of ass, but
Yeah.
it's like, it's like Groundhog Day. You know what I mean? You're just living the same thing over and over again. Also new this weekend, good luck finding this one. They keep pulling it out of theaters. Melania. I don't know who the hell is going to watch this piece of crap, but it's about Melania Trump and the 20 days leading up to her husband's second inauguration. Good for her. Are people really itching? This is produced by Bezos, right? Isn't it an Amazon movie or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's in limited theaters.
Very limited. And also, this is on Netflix starting today. Miracle, The Boys of 80.
11 seconds. You've got 10 seconds. The countdown going on right now. Morrow up to Schultz. 5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes!
Yeah. Documentary about the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team that beat the Russians at the Olympics.
Yeah, that looks really good. And I'm glad that they made it because they interviewed a lot of the players who are
still alive.
And
it's 16 millimeter footage from the Olympics that they just sort of found, I guess. It's recently seen or found footage. So, also, speaking of Netflix, they've got a new dating show starting in March, and it's called Age of Attraction. Now, normally, when you go to these dating shows, right, whether it's on Netflix or on regular-ass TV, everyone's sort of around the same age, right? The Golden Bachelor, right? They're not bringing in 22-year-olds for the Golden Bachelor. They're all in his
or
age
Love
range.
Island, they're all
They're all in their 20s, right?
and,
Yeah, young and beautiful, hard bodies, all that stuff. Well, this one, the ages of the contestants range from 22 to 59, but nobody knows anyone's real age. So you could become really attracted to some guy, and he's actually almost 60, and you're in your early 20s.
When you tell people your age, they put a stigma to that.
The truth is, when love is there and love is real, age won't matter.
You'll be dating without ever knowing how old your partner is.
I don't know if these guys are my age, my dad's age, my grandpa's age.
I'm getting nervous. I'm petrified that he's too young. My oldest is 29, and I think he's in his 30s.
Everyone thinks I'm significantly older than I am. I think I'm going to shock her.
Get your seatbelt on. I am...
Age of Attraction.
Interesting.
New dating show on Netflix starts on March 11th. I don't know. Those ages aren't that far apart.
And I get it because people don't look, and they probably picked a bunch of people who don't look what you think they're going to be.
Wilford Brimley
right?
was in his 40s when he was in Cocoon, all right? And they made him look like he was an 80-year-old grandpa.
Sure. Now, is there 30 to 40 that big a deal? But if the lady has grown sons and then starts dating somebody, I mean, that's Madonna stuff.
Age of Attraction starts on March 11th on Netflix if you're interested in that. We'll get to our list of things to look forward to in the month of February, which is starting on Sunday. We'll get to Doc talking racing at about 8:15, and, of course, Bad News, Happy Music as well.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
And now a woman's thoughts celebrating the end of dry January.
Wow, dry January is over. Think of all the things I survived without alcohol. Snow days with the kids, sick days with the kids, just being around the kids in general. This calls for a celebration. And oh, how convenient. It's February. The calendar version of Wine O'Clock. See you in a year, respectable Janice. I tell you not to get too crazy, but we both know that won't happen since you're boring as hell, even with the alcohol.
And that was a woman's thoughts celebrating the end of dry January.
Sunday. You just got to hold on for...
couple more days.
2 more days, and then you can crack open that bottle of Pinot or whatever it is. Suits your fancy. Another day, another dog in the water. This happened near St. Louis. The fire department sharing footage of a dog, looked like a German Shepherd, being rescued after it fell through some thin ice. Yeah. They say the dog is now doing well and recovering, but video of them using a kayak, getting over to the dog. He just kind of slinks up like this on the ice, just trying to hold on. I don't even know if he was still dog paddling at that point. I think he was so cold he was about ready to slip under.
Yeah.
And the dude in the front of the kayak grabs a hold of the scruff, but he's like a huge dog, so he can't just like lift him up. So then they got to
get a rope or something?
No, then they kind of backed up and dragged him away from the ice, and then kind of passed the scruff of the dog's neck to the guy behind him. And then he grabbed him, and the guy grabbed the back half, and they got him onto the kayak, and worried about the dogs, freaking out, once it gets on the, but everything's all good. And video is heartwarming, but also heart racing, watching this dog freezing in the water there. Got to be careful with those frozen lakes and ponds, man. I know it's been brutally cold in a lot of places, but some spots can be real thin. Thankfully, that dog's going to make it. This kid in Minnesota is pretty cool. He's a high school senior, and he works part-time at a Walmart. Apparently, some lady trying to buy some stuff at the Walmart went to pay for it, but her card got declined. She's elderly, doesn't have a lot of options. So he went into his own wallet and paid for her stuff. It was about $80. The woman that was behind the old lady in line was so impressed with this kid, she did what everybody does nowadays and started a GoFundMe for him, and it's over $9,000 already.
I watched this cashier, knowing nothing about him, walk around knowing nothing about that lady. He didn't care in that moment who she was, who she loved, who she voted for.
I just did it because it was the right thing to do.
I'm pretty sure the lady had no idea that Brent just paid for her groceries.
I just did my thing. I mean, I don't do it for any people to give me attention and stuff like that.
What a great addition to our community.
There's still hope in this world, and I love that.
His name is Brent, and he, along with his mom and his sister, moved from the Philippines to Minnesota in 2023. Said he came here in the U.S. I grew up from a household that does a lot of things like helping people. He's a senior at Stillwater Area High School, works part-time at Walmart. Last Tuesday, the old lady came through his checkout, and the woman behind her named Danny realized that the woman didn't have enough money to pay. Obviously, her card got declined, but Brent was able to reach into his wallet and pay for her stuff so she could go home. And then Danny set up a GoFundMe for this kid. She said, "Hey, everyone, thanks for being here and showing up for Brent. I'm Danny. I've lived in Minnesota my whole life. I'm a mom to 4 beautiful children and own 3 small businesses, including Sailor Mercy Wellness." Like the humble brag there, the little sales technique.
Right, and here's my...
I had the honor of meeting an amazing young man named Brent just yesterday and wanted to share his story. And, of course, went on to talk about Brent and what he did and was hoping to raise $2,500. Started the donations with her own $250, and it's already up over $9,800.
Oh, good. I'm glad you said that she started it with her own money, because I was starting to get annoyed by the story. Because if she was behind her and she owns 3 businesses, why didn't she help the old lady instead of leaving it up on the kid who's probably making minimum wage, but whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Good on the kid. He's obviously being raised by some compassionate people.
Yeah, and you hope that all that money that this woman is trying to raise for him goes to him.
Goes to him for a vehicle or his education or
something
whatever.
Along those lines, yeah. And still has faith that there's good in the world. It was nice to hear. I don't share his feelings, but I'm a little more jaded. Is it snowing or is there stuff on windshields out there?
I think it's just a weird...
Is it blowing around?
Like a haze, yeah.
Oh, I mean, look at the windshields of the vehicles. All right. Rockmornings.com is the website to find all our contact info. We're going to start to hook you up with our list of things to look forward to in the month of February in just a bit.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Start your day with Rock Mornings.
The month of February, of course, begins on Sunday. Just saw a commercial for a new stand-up special from Cat Williams.
That drops in February?
February 10th. That'll be on Netflix. We started watching the Mike Epps stand-up special last night.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Delusional. We got home from being out at a station event thing, and started watching that. I only made it about halfway through, and I was falling asleep.
Funny,
though? Yeah, I like Mike Epps. He's funny. His jokes are kind of helter-skelter, but still a funny guy. So things to look forward to in the month of February. Some of the movies that are coming out, starting on Friday of next week, the new Strangers film, Strangers Chapter 3. It's rated R, and it'll be in theaters, starring Madeline Petch and Richard Brake.
Why are you doing this to us? Because you were home.
Ugh. In the series' most brutal chapter, Maya collides with the masked killers. Only way out of the nightmare is in, apparently. Friday, February 6th. So next Friday, in theaters, The Strangers Chapter 3, rated R. The following Friday, the 13th. Yeah, we got one in February.
Mm-hmm.
Goat. Have you seen the commercials for this?
I have not.
The animated movie. It's rated PG. It's got the kid from Stranger Things doing the voice of the goat. Gabrielle Union, Nick Kroll, David Harbour, Steph Curry, Patton Oswalt, Jennifer Hudson, Jelly Roll all have voices in this one. A small goat with big dreams to get a once-in-a-lifetime shot to join the pros and play Roarball, which is like a version of basketball, against fierce animals in the world, all that stuff, like rhinos and all that stuff. So it's called Goat, and it's rated PG, and apparently it's produced or directed by Steph Curry.
I'm Will Harris.
Hey, I'm driving here.
All my life, I've always wanted to play professional warball. Like my hero, Jet Fillmore.
I'm the best in the game.
Oh, you must have lost your mind. Where the fiercest animals compete in the most dangerous stadium.
Hey, can flee. Oh, no.
Come on, Olivia.
I'm good here. I live here now.
But there's only one problem. I'm a small in a world of big. I got next.
A goat.
A goat?
What are the rules, y'all? Small change ball. Want to bet? All I need is one shot to show the world this kid got game.
Yeah, Lucas from Stranger Things doing the voice of the goat there, and it's in theaters not next Friday, Friday the 13th.
Friday, Valentine's weekend.
Also in theaters on Friday the 13th, Crime 101, rated R, starring Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Halle Berry, and Nick Nolte. A thief eyeing his final score encounters a disillusioned insurance broker at her own crossroads. As their paths intertwine, a relentless detective trails them, hoping to thwart the multi-million-dollar heist they are planning.
I'm real good at reading people.
What have you read about me?
Okay. You look like a person who has secrets. You got the cars, the clothes, but you can't seem to look me in the eye.
Start by handing me your phone.
You're looking at robberies of jewels, money, or high-value items in the last 4 years. Now, remove every robbery where there was DNA left at the scene. I think all of these are the same guy. And he hits every time along the 101 freeway.
Crime 101 in theaters on Friday the 13th. And then the final Friday of the month, February 27th, Scream #7.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Yeah. Nev Campbell is back. So is Courtney Cox, Joel McHale, David Arquette. A new ghost face killer emerges in the town where Sidney Prescott built her new life. Her darkest fears are realized as her daughter now becomes the next target. Scream 7. So those are some of the movies coming out in February to look forward to. TV shows. The Grammy Awards, of course, this Sunday on CBS. Next Thursday, The Lincoln Lawyer Season 4 premieres on Netflix. Of course, on Friday the 6th until the 22nd, you've got the Olympics. The opening ceremony will be next Friday on NBC. Sunday, February 8th, of course, is Super Bowl 60 on NBC. You've also got the Puppy Bowl on the same day on Animal Planet. As we mentioned a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Isn't it disabled dogs kind
This year's Puppy Bowl will also feature a Senior Bowl at halftime of the Puppy Bowl, which is senior adoptable dogs. Some of them will be, of course,
health challenges and
health
stuff.
challenges. Sunday, February 15th, The Family Guy Season 24 premieres on Fox. Also on the 15th, Last Week with John Oliver, Season 13 premiering on HBO. Wednesday, February 18th, Gordon Ramsay. Another show featuring Gordon Ramsay.
Man.
This one, it's more of a documentary. It's called Being Gordon Ramsay on Netflix. So it sounds like it's going to be a look at his life and how he manages all the shows and things that he's got to do.
Roll!
Yeah, I don't think it's like a competition where people are cooking for his restaurants or whatever. I think it's more about his life. And I mean, he just had a daughter that just got married and all that stuff. So Thursday, February 19th, The Night Agent Season 3 premiering on Netflix. Sunday, the 22nd, Winter Olympics closing ceremony on NBC. The Voice Season 29 premiere on NBC on Monday, the 23rd. Wednesday, the 25th, Season 50 of Survivor premieres on CBS. Don't forget they're hiding immunity idols all over the country. Some sort of challenge where people who are not on the show can participate and maybe
find those,
win some prizes. Also on Wednesday, February 25th, Scrubs getting a reboot, and that's reboot premieres on ABC on the 25th of February. Friday, February 27th, Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, Season 2 premiere on Apple TV. This is the show that ties in with the Godzilla and King Kong movies. Season 2 of that. As far as sporting events are concerned, on Friday of next week through Sunday of the 22nd, of course, the Winter Olympics in Italy. Skiing and snowboarding and all the winter stuff. Hockey. Super Bowl 60, of course, on Sunday, February 8th. On Friday, the 13th through Sunday, the 15th, it's the 2026 NBA All-Star Weekend with the dunk competition, the skills competition, and then, of course, the NBA All-Star Game, the Rising Stars Challenge. Sunday, February 15th through Tuesday, the 17th. That's when MLB catchers and pitchers report to
spring training.
Spring training. The Daytona 500 kicks off the NASCAR
15th,
season
right?
on Sunday, February 15th. And on Saturday, February 28th, you've got WWE Elimination Chamber, another WWE pay-per-view. Those are some of the things to look forward to in the month of February. We'll get to the holidays in just a couple of minutes. We'll get to Doc's Racing Report as well a bit later on. Bad news, happy music.
I think the Brewers' first game is like the 21st of February.
Doesn't take too long.
Yeah.
Just got a text from Mike who said, "Hey, Brian, I watched the Mike Epps comedy show. The first half was the best part. After that, it got very real and was more of his life story. Quit laughing about halfway through. Have a great day. You too, Rock." Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. So, yeah, then we'll see what happens.
Maybe you're done watching it.
Yeah. Mike Epps, Delusional on Netflix, new stand-up special. Just dropped, I believe, last week, and we started watching it last night. It's got about halfway through before I started to fall asleep. We'll wrap it up this weekend. Wife was trying to figure out yesterday when the hell she's going to watch Bridgerton.
Yeah, she needs a long period of alone. You don't watch that, right?
I can sit in the room while she's watching it, and I sort of like half look at it or whatever, and I sort of hear what's going on, but I don't. I'm not actively participating in the watching of that program.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find the daily podcast at rockmornings.com.
Bucks losing to the Washington Wizards last night, 109-99. The Bucks have lost 4 in a row, and their tailspin is continuing. They've lost 8 of their last 10 games. Giannis reportedly on the trading block. They're talking about Minnesota being a suitor. Bucks are off until Sunday when they'll be in Boston to take on the Celtics. That game tips off at 2:30 on ESPN. Badgers at home tomorrow at 1 o'clock against Ohio State. That game will be on Fox. Tank Davis arrested and booked earlier this week. Charges of attempted kidnapping, false imprisonment, and battery, according to the records with the Miami-Dade County, Florida Clerk of Court and Corrections. Tank Davis was supposed to fight one of the brothers, right? The Logan, was it Logan Paul? Jake Paul, right? He was supposed to fight Jake Paul, and then he got pulled from the fight about a week beforehand because all these allegations came out about him in a strip club.
And so now this is the
Tank Davis was held at the Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center. The action stems from against the boxer stems from a woman saying that Davis attacked her while she was working at Tootsie's Cabaret strip club back in October in Miami Gardens. He apparently grabbed her and smacked her around and threw her down and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, he's been arrested and find out what happens with him in the future. Caitlin Clark is going to be doing something different, joining the broadcast booth. WNBA Star Caitlin Clark trying something new this offseason, going to join NBC Sports as a special contributor on their NBA broadcast. It'll be the first time that the Indiana Fever star and number one overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft will try out broadcasting in any regular capacity. NBC debuting their basketball night in America. Clark will join them on Sunday for the game between the Lakers and the Knicks. That game will be on NBC and Peacock Sunday at 6 p.m. So if you want to tune in and hear Caitlin Clark.
Interesting.
She's not going to call the game, obviously.
Yeah,
she's going to be a
color
commentator. 2026 NASCAR season set to begin.
Green, 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 go, go, go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Up the hill, boys.
Yeah, it kicks off this weekend with the Cookout Clash exhibition race at Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. They're already warning that things could get jumbled up because of the weather. Obviously, lots of places being impacted by the winter weather. The Clash, not a points race, no effect on the season standings or the postseason chase for the championship. It does offer Cup Series drivers a chance to get back into competitive form a couple weeks before the Daytona 500. The 2026 Cookout Clash is scheduled for Sunday night at 7 p.m. It'll be preceded by a Sunday last chance qualifying race and a pre-race show. The action begins a day earlier, however, on Saturday with practice and qualifying. We'll talk more racing with Doc after 8 o'clock. And there have been 2 of the 11, at least 11, writers or voters who have come out and explained why they didn't vote for Bill Belichick. 2 of them. He needed 40 out of 50. We don't know how many he got, but he obviously fell short of that, so we've got 2 of them now. One of them admitted to passing on Bill Belichick, and that is Fox 59 CBS 4 sports reporter Mike Chappell, who has covered the Indianapolis Colts for more than 4 decades, and he said his non-Belichick vote came down to a choice between Bill Belichick and someone who was very close to him during his days in New England. He said, as of one of the 50 selectors, I voted for Robert Kraft, a longtime and accomplished New England Patriots owner.
Yep.
I did not vote against Bill Belichick, the longtime and accomplished head coach of that dynasty. I realize that's a difference without a distinction, but I'm comfortable with my decision. Chappelle is the second of at least 11 voters who didn't put Belichick on their ballot to go public, joining the Kansas City Stars' Vahe Gregorian. I think that's how you say the name. Vahe or Vahe, V-A-H-E. Never even seen that name before. But so 2 people have already come out and explained why they didn't vote for Bill Belichick. We'll see if more of them. They're already talking about, like, changing the way people. I mean, like, this is. I know you're laughing and you don't think it's all that big a deal, but you can't. This is all over the place, man. People are like freaking out about this one because, look, there is no doubt in anyone's mind that Bill Belichick is a Hall of Fame coach. He cheated. He got penalized. He paid for that. And I'm not making excuses for him. And I think he's a dick and all that stuff. And I'll be don't get me wrong. I love the dynasty. It was awesome. But this is like a personal vendetta type thing. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, if this guy's on the ballot, you can't just say, no, you're not getting in this year. I mean,
sure you can. It's not like he's never going to get in. It's his first year of eligibility. I don't know.
If he's not worthy of it in the first year, then who is? Because he is widely considered to be one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Like, they picked a...
This would be like Brady not getting in on the first year of eligibility. You'd be like, what the hell does Brady have to do to get in? Okay, he cheated, and he also got suspended and paid for that.
I don't know. I guess I don't sport as much as you, because it feels like people get really good players in all sorts of sports and really good musicians in all sorts of music genres don't necessarily get to the Hall of Fame on the first year that they can. It's like, does it mean he's a Pete Rose and he's never going to be?
Well, Pete Rose got suspended for life, though. I mean, that's not what happened to Bill Belichick. They said, hey, look, man, you left up. You're going to pay your penalty, which was, 20 years ago or whatever it was, which he did. And there's still people holding that grudge or whatever it is. All I know is that I know you laugh and you don't think it's that big of a deal, but I can't tell you how big of a deal this is.
It really is, yes.
To almost everybody in sports. I mean, people are like legitimate big talking heads are outraged at this. They can't believe it, And they don't want to reveal these people who didn't vote for Belichick because they're afraid that, like, lunatics are going to go after him.
Threaten their life because he didn't get into the Hall of Fame on the first year.
Going to show up at their house. More of things to look forward to in the month of February coming up in just a bit.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Weekdays, 6 to 9.
As of now, we're still planning on going to the cities to see them in March. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you're fun. Lots of concerts.
Yeah, we'll see. Aren't businesses shutting down today? Isn't there some sort of thing where you're not supposed to get gas? January 30th? Some sort of like rah-rah thing? No? All right.
I have to get gas, as a matter of fact.
Well, I don't think you can. I think everything's closed. Rat Boy texted in, said, morning all, woke up in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. So much for the warm temps. 27 right now. Yeah, you think you go from Wisconsin to Tennessee and
you might warm up
get
a bit.
50s, 60s maybe? Nah, it's 27.
27.
Said keep rocking. Thanks, Rat Boy. I was sitting at the bar a couple weeks ago and some guy said, hey, Brian. He's like, what's up, man? And I said, hey, how's it going? He's like, my dad's been painting in your building. I said, oh, Rat Boy. And he's like, he laughed because he obviously doesn't call him Rat Boy.
Hasn't heard that in years. He's like, yeah. Actually, that's not his. He has a name.
Yeah. He may have heard that before, but I don't think he has heard someone refer to his dad as Rat Boy. But that's what we call him around here. Yeah. February, again, starting on Sunday. We already talked about some movies and TV shows and
sporting
events to look forward to. Here are the holidays. These are the big ones. Starting on Sunday, it is G.I. Joe Day, Sunday, February 1st. He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble.
Play with your G.I. Joe dolls, men, people.
G.I. Joe is there.
Watch G.I. Joe.
Real American hero. G.I. Joe was there. Yeah, hell yeah. Maybe go back and watch all the cartoons. Proudly display your G.I. Joe collectibles. G.I. Joe Day on Sunday. Of course, Monday is a big holiday, one of the big ones in February.
That's right, woodchuck chuckers. It's Groundhog Day. Get up and shake that hog out there. Yeah. Come here, Groundhog.
Groundhog Day. We'll, of course, watch the movie. We'll see what Punxsutawney Phil has to say. What's the one in Racine or whatever it is?
Oh, yeah.
Chippewa Falls. What's the one? Who's the guy?
The Wisconsin
Mike?
Groundhog.
Was it Mike?
That went there?
That bit the mayor? Who's the one we were going to... Sun Prairie Mike, right? Or was it... There's one in Sun Prairie. Chuck? He bit the mayor a few years ago. Yeah. Groundhog Day on Monday of next week.
Mm-hmm.
PETA apparently wants...
us to not do that anymore?
Yeah, they don't want you to do anything. They're the NFL, no fun league. But they want to do a hologram. Like a big giant hologram of the woodchuck as opposed to an actual woodchuck.
Jimmy's in Sun Prairie.
Jimmy in Sun Prairie. You know what, PETA? Screw you. That woodchuck gets taken really well care of, all right?
Last year he didn't see a shadow and predicted an early spring. We'll see what happens.
Groundhog Day on Monday the 2nd. Tuesday, February 3rd, is National Golden Retriever Day.
I love that day.
You going to celebrate? We got hats. We got costumes. What do we got?
Maybe a new ball.
New ball? We're gonna leave the casserole too close to the edge of the stove again?
This one doesn't act like that. This one's not crazy like that.
You said that about the last one, too, and then the last one did it. And then she did it 3 times, and you kept telling me she doesn't normally do that. Yeah, she did 3 times. How many times does that have to be before it becomes a normal situation?
She kind of ate everything.
Yeah. National Golden Retriever Day on Tuesday the 3rd. February 5th, which is next Thursday, it's National Fart Day.
Fart in your general direction.
That's a weird day.
So feel free to let them fly. Here we go. Saturday, February 7th, right before the Super Bowl. I'm going to carb load. National Fettuccine Alfredo Day.
I'm making that this weekend, as a matter of fact.
Super Bowl Sunday, of course, is on the 8th. Let's go! The GOAT. National Pizza Day is on Monday, February 9th.
Pizza. Lots of good food.
National Latte Day is on the 11th. Which one? What's a latte?
With milk.
So it's coffee with milk?
Kind of, yeah. It's foamed and delicious and awesome, but yes.
So you don't just pour milk in the coffee. You got to do something special with it. You got to foam it. Is that the thing with the little cup?
Can be, yeah.
What is that? What do you mean
so
can't be?
It's not just.
I can't do. You people freak me out with all the stupid names.
Cappuccino and
it's all
milk.
just coffee and cream in it, but you just do. You just call it different stuff. I have no idea what the hell's going on. Makes me so mad. Friday, February 13th is Galentine's Day.
What's Galentine's Day? Oh, it's only the best day of the year. Every February 13th, my lady friends and I leave our husbands and our boyfriends at home, and we just come and kick it breakfast style. Ladies celebrating ladies. It's like Lilith Fair,
without the angst.
Minus the angst. Plus frittatas.
Yeah. Galentine's Day, Friday, February 13th. Also on the 13th, National Cheddar Day and National Crab Rangoon Day. Like me a good crab rangoon. Valentine's Day, of course, is the following day, Saturday, February 14th. Wisconsin Day, National Wisconsin Day, is on Sunday, February 15th. So celebrate all things Wisconsin. Drink a spotted cow and ride your Harley.
30th state to join the union. Celebrate every aspect of our
enjoy some cheese,
diverse culture and history.
That's on Sunday, February 15th, National Wisconsin Day. On the 18th, Wednesday, February 18th, you've got National Drink Wine Day.
Sweet berry wine.
As if you needed an excuse.
That's just a weekday.
Friday, February 20th is National Love Your Pet Day.
Aw.
Sunday the 22nd, National Margarita Day.
In February, huh?
A lot of salt, a lot of ice.
It's more of a
summer
warm
drink.
Weather drink, yeah.
I know. Watching the sun bake, Gene. National Margarita Day. 22nd. Some of the things to look forward to in the month of February. A couple more of the holidays. Friday, February 27th, National Kahlua Day. Have a White Russian.
I was just going to say, ties the room together.
Blonde Russian, right? Do you know the difference?
Do I?
So White Russian is just regular cream.
Yes.
And the Blonde Russian usually is an alcoholic cream.
Oh, okay.
Like a Bailey's or what's the one? Muchata? What's that
Rum
one?
chata?
Rum chata, yeah.
Rum
something
chata.
like that. And then also on Friday, February 27th, it's National Chili Day.
At least once a year, I like to bring in some of my Kevin's famous chili.
And there you go. Some stuff to look forward to in the month of February. Some holidays, some movies, some sports, some TV shows. There's obviously a million other things happening. Excuse me, in the month of February, but don't have time to list all of them. Thanks to Hunter, who sent me a video of Bill Belichick forgetting which sideline he belonged on during the Super Bowl.
Do you know what you're going to do for food yet?
Well, so kind of funny you ask, actually. Yesterday, so I was trying to clean up my email box. I got all these stupid emails, and I hate them, and I hate, and they've been lingering. So yesterday, as I was trying to clean up my email box, I had 3 emails from thelobsterguy.com, which is where my mother would get gift cards for my wife and I.
Yeah, I know.
For our anniversary for the holidays, right? Because then we could order seafood and have it delivered. I didn't remember which ones I had used previously on the website. So I said, I'm going to go through and check these gift card certificates and see which ones are still good. So I ordered 2 pound-and-a-quarter lobsters from Maine, live lobsters from Maine. They get shipped live. Also a order of their clam chowder. It's really good. And then an order of their, you warm it up, it's a crab cheese dip, and it's also delicious. Everything on their website, by the way, is fantastic. I wouldn't recommend another one. Not that I've ever really used any other ones, but the lobsterguy.com, you can't beat it. It's fantastic. So then I put it came to the order was I don't know, $60 and, or $70, and the shipping was like $50, $60, whatever. Because they ship it in, ice and it's overnight and all that stuff, and it's expensive. So the first gift card that I put in there was for like $90-something. So I only had to pay like $35. Well, then I put in the second gift card, and that had already been used. And then the third one that I had was a $200 gift card, which I hadn't used any of. So then I took we got all that for free essentially. And I was able to delete 2 emails, and I still have $165 left from that $200 gift card. So we're going to do some
seafood, some
of that stuff. My wife is going to make some sort of cheese and hamburger dip thing. And then, I don't know, maybe some shrimps. It's tough because there's 2 of us, so we're not I mean, we're going to be eating and snacking all day or whatever, but we're not going to be like pounding
Something New
food.
England-y.
Yeah, as we get ready for the Patriots and the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. But thank you, Hunter, for sending the video along to me of Belichick forgetting what sideline he belongs on. That happens to the best of us. You walk into a room, you forget why you're there. Are you guys doing something?
I don't know. I'm sure we'll do something.
Yeah.
We haven't made any decisions about that yet.
All right. Well, it's next weekend. You got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Doc is going to join us to talk racing in a bit. Bad news, happy music as well. Don't go anywhere.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Each and every Friday during the NASCAR season, we get on the phone with the one and only Billy Doc Niles, a.k.a. Captain Retirement, a.k.a. hashtag Mr. Fister, a.k.a. hashtag this guy.
Happy July.
It's Happy Valentine's Day, and it's like 2 weeks from now. Hashtag this guy.
I'm kind of anal.
That's what all the guys at the campground say about him. Hashtag this guy.
He's got it locked on the rock. He's listening to the doc.
I know Shorty's in Florida locked on the rock listening to the doc. Hashtag this guy.
You're getting a thrill by listening to Bill.
Every time.
Hashtag this guy.
He gets to stay on the box.
That's exactly where he's going to stay tonight, tomorrow, and on Sunday. Hashtag this guy.
He's going to have to come from the back.
Yeah, it is going to be a long weekend. Someone's going to need a break or a breather or something. Yeah, hashtag this guy.
Going to be a big one for them.
That's what she said. Hashtag this guy.
He could be coming from your backyard.
Hell yeah, coming from the back. Hashtag this guy.
A lot of beating and banging.
Sounds like a good weekend at Doc's house. Hashtag this guy.
Nothing says you can't slip one in without saying anything.
Oh, Sneaky Pete. Hashtag this guy.
First day with the new tongue.
Got to practice. Hashtag this guy.
God damn, I'm going too fast.
Nobody said that, Doc.
Hashtag this guy.
He sees her. He doesn't have time to turn away from her. Blasts her in the rear end.
Hashtag this guy.
Whoa, what am I touching here?
Whoa, what are you touching there, Doc? What do you got your hands on?
I keep touching the laughing emoji on my phone every time Diker and Shorty bitch about the weather they got going on in Florida right now.
Floridians, yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're saying they're talking like 25 degrees and snow on Saturday down there.
Well, they're gonna learn.
So,
they're gonna learn.
I just put this in big capital letters. Freeze, bitches.
Yeah.
So
iguana fall on your head.
Yes, there you go. Good call, Gino.
Doc, we've got actual NASCAR racing this weekend with the Clash, and then, of course, Daytona's 2 weeks away. What can we expect? Because the weather's going to play a big, important role in this weekend's race down there at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Okay, so as of yesterday afternoon, NASCAR has decided to postpone all events happening on the track tomorrow. There's a winter storm watch in the Winston-Salem area starting this afternoon and going all the way through Sunday morning, with the possibility of it depends on which lying forecaster you believe. There's a possibility of anywhere from 3 to 12 inches in the Winston-Salem area between now and Sunday morning. Now, they're also predicting it's a light, fluffy snow, so it should be a quick, easy removal no matter how much they get. But in the caution area, they're just erring on the side of caution. They're postponing everything tomorrow. No schedule has been released for Sunday yet because they want to see, number one, how much snow they get. Number two, how long it's going to take them to remove. And number three, how much time they're going to have to get all their stuff in. I know they're going to at least want to get the cup cars on the track for practice sometime Sunday because they use that practice to set up their heat races and the last chance races. So it's important for them. Whether the other two, I believe the modifieds and an area sportsman class is also racing with them this weekend. Whether those two are still on the bill or not is to be determined once they figure out what's happening tomorrow night. So just keep an eye on the weather, keep an eye on your NASCAR news, whatever you use, Facebook or the NASCAR app. It's going to give you all the details on what the adjusted schedule is going to be. When and if they do get it going, VegasInsider.com actually brought some odds up via the BetMGM app this week. Blaney is the favorite at plus 600, Hamlin and Elliott at plus 650, Larson at 750, Bell and Byron at 800. For all of you Wheel of Fortune fans, February 9th through the 13th is NASCAR week as it leads up to Daytona 500. Topping it off on the 13th with the NASCAR drivers appearing on the show. Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, and Christopher Bell will be representing NASCAR. They're going to be taping that here sometime in the next few days. That one's going to air, like I said, on Friday, February 13th. We're just 7 weeks away from the big car show and the 2025 awards presentation at Red Cedar Speedway, and they're getting excited. They're getting ready for that. The cars are getting built, and of course, their big season opener happens on April 24th. Also, congratulations to all award winners at last Saturday's La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway 2025 Champions Banquet, including Tyler Mitchell, who won the coveted Sportsman of the Year award. And they also honored Jacob Gady for winning his first La Crosse Speedway championship and, of course, his second national championship. He was honored for that. So congratulations to those two. Teams are now setting their sights and getting prepared for the 2026 season. And it's also smoker season. We're going to talk about that here in just a second, which starts next week, by the way. And La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway is scheduled to open Saturday afternoon, May 16th. Now, for all the race teams that can hear me from La Crosse, Thomas Sparta, Dells, Mississippi Thunder, Red Cedar Speedway, or any track in the area where a race team is having a party or a smoker, within the sound of my voice, don't forget to get your team's smoker and fundraiser on the Midwest Racing Smokers page on Facebook. We'll get that noted in I got a little log here where I keep track of all of them. Now, on the Friday before your party, we'll give it a mention on Doc's smoker calendar. And like I said, that starts next Friday. And remember, wherever you're at in the country, take your family out this weekend and enjoy a great local short track. Doc's Race Report is brought to you by our friends at County Materials on Empire Street in Holman. That is this week's race report.
DOC, always a pleasure. Have a great weekend. I don't know what you got planned, but hopefully you have a lot of fun.
I actually have been roped into an American Legion versus American Legion bowling tournament tomorrow, so I will be at yeah, I know.
I gotta go to the bowling alley.
Yeah, well, hey, there's beer, kids. So that's all they had to say was Saturday at the bowling alley with beer. I'm in. So, and speaking to the American Legion, they're also hosting the Onalaska Community Days bowling tournament, 9-pin tap tournament. I'll get some more information out for that on my page here, but that happens on February 21st. So if you're into 9-pin tap bowling tournaments, you might want to check that out. So we got a long season to go, some new changes with the Chevys, some changes to the schedule for NASCAR. A lot of stuff to talk about as the weeks go by.
Doc, always a pleasure. We'll talk to you again next Friday. NASCAR is going to be in full swing here in just a couple of weeks with the Daytona 500. Always a pleasure.
Yep, talk to you guys next week.
There he is, the one and only DOC. Each and every Friday during the NASCAR season, we had him on a couple of times in the off season because there was a lot of NASCAR news with the death of, some of the the craziness and then the change in the playoff format. Always a pleasure to get him on the phone and talk to Doc. We just got a text from Jim. He said, have a great weekend. Same to you, Jim. He's in Georgia. I'm sure it's
not as warm as he's used to.
So bad news, happy music is coming up next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. More from Brian and Gene is coming up.
You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world.
A cockroach living in your nostril.
Now that's just nasty.
Add in some haven't pooped for 30 days.
Poop is raining from the ceilings. Poop.
And sprinkle in some #Florida Man for flavor.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man. Florida Man. Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man quits his Burger King job, steals all of their chicken nuggets.
It's bad news.
Bad news.
With happy music.
Let's rock.
The town of Chester, Wisconsin. Where would that be? Over by Milwaukee somewhere?
I'm unfamiliar with Chester.
This happened a couple of days ago. I can't believe I didn't see it till this morning. A semi-truck crash closing the northbound lanes of US 151 at State Highway 26 in the town of Chester on Wednesday as crews worked to offload several beer kegs from the back of the truck, which had overturned. The story says TMJ4 has confirmed the kegs were full of New Glarus beer.
Oh, by Waupun.
Just to let everybody know. Got to make sure they know it wasn't just any old beer. It was Spotted Cow. The crash was at about 6 in the morning on Wednesday.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that thing got open like a can.
Did it?
Like rolling back a sardines can. Crash happened after a 61-year-old truck operator from Marshall left the roadway, struck a guardrail, causing the truck to overturn and block northbound lanes. About 500 feet from a serious crash on Highway 151, the staff at the Wild Goose Cafe sprang into action. Line prep cook Tammy Says they quickly made breakfast sandwiches and hot coffee for the first responders that were battling the cold for nearly 8 hours. Got dozens of kegs all lined up. Don't think any beer actually spilled, but those kegs are obviously very, very cold and shaken up.
Yes.
By the way, she's wearing, in the picture of her in the story, she's wearing a shirt that says it's the home of the honker. This cafe that she works at. What's the honker? Can you find them?
Well, it's by Huracan Marsh, so my guess is that there's some sort of
this is at the Wild Goose Cafe, the home of the honker. It must be some kind of breakfast sandwich they make.
Probably.
If you can track them down and tell me about this sandwich, I'd be more than happy to hear about it.
All the humanity and all the fans screaming around it.
Yeah, bunch of beer all over the highway. Not good. Not good. Home of the honker, though. That sounds like a sandwich I might want to try.
It's a cafe and supper club in Wisconsin.
Hell yeah.
Home of the honker tagline.
What's the honker? Is it a breakfast sandwich?
I think it's just the
just because it's a Wild
logo.
Goose?
Yeah, it's near the marsh.
As a garbage man, you got to be careful. There's all sorts of things in the garbage that can hurt you.
Yeah. Sharp objects.
One of the first times I ever threw garbage, I didn't have gloves, the right kind of gloves, and a tuna can lid cut right through my glove and sliced me open good. I had to go and get it stitched up. I had to get a tetanus shot. Was worried I was going to have AIDS. And it was dicey there for a few days. Then you've got places that we had places on routes that I did when I was a garbage man many years ago. There was a youth home, and they were under lockdown a lot, and they would pee in bottles, like soda bottles, and like you had to be careful because you'd throw those bags into the hopper and it would crush, and then all that liquid would squirt out the sides, and so you didn't, or paint, people would throw paint in there, you know, they're not supposed to do all that, but anyways, there's a lot of things you got to watch out for when you're a garbage man. One of them is people in the garbage.
Like in a dumpster?
Yeah, it sounds like someone might have been in a dumpster, and this guy went into this is one of those trucks where it probably picks up in the front and throws it in the back.
Yep.
Well, this dude lived and got squished not once, but twice by the compactor in the back of the garbage truck.
We think he was compressed 2 times.
Oh, my God.
It's really fortunate thing that the gates at the Popeyes were closed, and the driver had to get out, and when he exited the dump truck, he could hear the man in the back needing help, and that's when he shut everything down.
We were all shocked because we thought we were going to have to get down there and really do some trauma assistant to him to get him out, but he was fine.
He was fine?
This is in Alabama. A man was crushed not once, but twice by the garbage truck.
Not 1, not 2, not 3.
Yeah, Clark County, Alabama. A man crushed twice by a garbage truck. In all of the fire chief's years of service, he said this incident was a first. The guy's name is John Brown. He's the fire chief there in Jackson, Alabama. He said, I've been associated with the fire department for 40 years. We've never had a situation like this come up. Emergency officials responding to a call of a person compressed in a garbage truck at about 5:30 in the morning. Officials believe the man was compressed twice. First at the KFC, then again at the Hampton Inn next door. So maybe in the dumpster trying to sleep or find food. When the driver got to the Popeyes,
right, he couldn't get through the gate. His
third stop, he had to get out to open the gate, and that's when he heard the dude inside the hopper saying, "Help!"
Oh my God!
Volunteer firefighter Mendy Bolden, one of the first responders on the scene, expecting the worst, she was very surprised by what she found.
He's fine?
Yeah,
he's fine.
Thought we were going to have to do some trauma assistance, but he was fine. Officials believe the man was homeless, sleeping in the dumpster, trying to escape the cold that had passed through town. The man was taken to a hospital and got treated and released.
Yeah, so if the gates at the Popeyes
this guy would have been
open
like 17 times, man. You got to push that garbage bag.
With another dumpster coming in on top
every
of
time.
him.
Every time it's a new dumpster, yeah. Again, every time I think my life is spiraling out of control because I get into this gambling thing that I've got, this problem, this addiction that I have, or honey buns, or whatever it is, or the hoodies with the thing, I just remember that there are people out there that are
you weren't
sleeping
trying
in
to stay
dumpsters
warm
and getting squished in the garbage compactor. Oof. I will say there's nothing quite like, though, coming upon a barrel full of VHS tapes. It was one of the most joyous days of my life. I knew exactly what was happening. 2 guys on the back of the truck, 1 guy in the cab. I got off the truck. I grabbed the barrel. I heard the distinctive sound of VHS cassette tapes, and I yelled for hey, get out of the cab! He came around, and 3 grown men dumped out a garbage barrel full of porno tapes into the alleyway in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire, and we started, that one's mine, that one's mine, that one's mine. And I was the rookie. I was the probie. So I had to wait until all the good stuff was taken, and then I got the trash that was left over, right?
But still,
and then here we are
still
piling up, legitimately, there was probably about 40 tapes, and we're piling these in the cab of the garbage truck. And the driver, who's the senior guy, is like, don't let them see you take these out of the cab when we get back to the yard, or they're going to confiscate them. We're not supposed to be taking trash from the trash.
Right.
And I said, okay, don't worry about me. I know exactly what's going on with porno tapes. I'm well aware.
All right. I'll put them right in my hoodie.
Oh, it was so delightful. Such a find. I miss those. I couldn't do it now, but man, those were like, those 2 years of throwing trash were just, they were so delightful. I learned so much. What do we got? I'm going to delete that one. We're going to move on to the next one. Have you seen the hair?
I don't know.
Have you seen the cream cheese hair?
No.
Oh, man. I don't know if she did this for the video and got exactly what she wanted.
Probably.
Because I can't believe. But then you go out and you see these women and you're like, who is cutting your hair like that? How does a hairdresser not say to you, look, I'm not doing that anymore? It's the Karen haircuts, right? How do these continue to exist? Don't women know that those are not good for society? Like, we've got to stop that. You hairdressers have got to be the front line here. You guys have to say to these women, no, bad hair.
So this is bad hair?
I don't know if it's bad, but it's wild. It's crazy. And someone's doing this to this woman.
Well, it's just...
So there's a woman on TikTok that was reviewing a tub of cream cheese.
I thought it was going to be that she had cream cheese in her hair, but it's not the hair.
And it's going viral because of her helmet head hairdo.
There's only one cream cheese you got to have with your bagel, Tempty. It's so fluffy. I hate when you go to a bagel store and they throw a block of cream cheese. I don't know where they got it from. All right, I have to tell you, the comments on my cream cheese video had me choking. I mean, somebody even called me helmet head. What the frig? I laughed out loud, literally. I love yous. That was so funny. God.
This is Janet Marie sharing a video on TikTok of her favorite cream cheese, Tempty, because it's fluffy. Said, I'm from New York. Launching the positive review of the Tempty brand. And you got to see it, though. I mean, like, it doesn't look like a real haircut.
But see, look at when she's, like, just not... When it's
pulled back, it looks normal. Yeah. But, dude, when it's done up, it's a scene.
Is that hair gel?
No, it's not hair gel. It's that chick's hair. It's kind of crazy.
We just washed the hair. You know, I work on my hair a long time, and you hit it. He hits my hair.
That clip was from a week ago. 3.8 million views and over 10,500 comments on TikTok.
These are great.
One user pointed out it's almost a perfect circle.
This is a power bob for sure.
Did Tempty reach out to her and give her free product for life? Because honestly.
Right, the cream cheese can't.
This is the viral stuff you're looking for.
Yeah. My hair! He shot my hair! Son of a bitch.
I'm genuinely curious. How do you get that hair? Also, sorry, I heard nothing you said. Someone else pointed out, I swear to God, I thought this video was going to be about getting volume in your hair, but I love it. Another person said, I heard nothing. I'm reading the comments.
Yes, of course.
Someone else did a Photoshop. Did you see Craig's Kitchen did a Photoshop? Janet's hair tutorial when she hits 100,000. Look at this thing. She's like the Karen mob boss at the end of the video game.
Awesome. That bob is activated.
Yeah. Some hair.
For your information, hairdo, there is a major network interested in me.
Can someone with a physics degree explain this to me?
She does a tutorial then.
On how she does her hair?
Of course she does, because you got to roll with that kind of attention, don't you?
Babe, F the cream cheese. What hairspray are we using? Unbelievable. This is another video that I saw. I thought I had the audio. Hold on one sec.
That hair is herring. Oh, these comments are great.
Oh, yeah, the hair lady. If you haven't seen her, give her a Google.
It's
should
just
show up
good
right away.
fun.
Cream cheese hair lady.
Oh, yeah, she's using the hair.
So this is another thing that I enjoyed doing while I was a garbage man, and I spoke about this earlier this week because we had the snowplow driver that was...
make way for the baby.
This is the opposite end of that spectrum. I told you there were some shenanigans while we were plowing snow.
Was this taking out mailboxes or something?
Well, we didn't go for mailboxes. They were too obvious. But we would go for hitching posts. People have the decorative little hitching post guy in the front lawn, and you try to hit that, clip that with the window, because it made a very distinctive sound because they're metal, and it would hit the plow and it ping, and it would go flying right, and you would hope it didn't hit their car or their house or whatever, but like you never know. And then we would stuff beers in the snowbanks, and we'd make a loop and grab
Find
a beer
them later when they're cold.
Yeah. And the other thing that you take very, very much delight from when you're a snowplow driver is burying people.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Because it's just fun.
And the car is all of a sudden under.
It's just wonderful. Well, it's kind of an unwritten thing, right? You're not supposed to. And this idiot took video of himself burying people in Philadelphia, and now he's in big trouble.
If your car look like this, just go ahead back in the house. Just go in the house. Ain't no need for you to be outside today. If I can't drive, you can't drive. Happy snow day. Allegheny don't need to go nowhere. Go in the house. Go in the house.
Love this guy.
Is he doing it on purpose, or is he just? He is absolutely very.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay. It's
and
not
anybody
like
who's ever plowed will tell you the same thing. You take great delight, great joy in burying people that are on the road that shouldn't be on the road. The video was filmed in Philly, drawing widespread attention after appearing to show a city sanitation driver deliberately plowing snow onto parked vehicles following a very powerful winter storm, adding to their misery. 35-second clip recorded on Monday of this week, one day after more than 9 inches of snow blanketed the city. In the footage, the driver there can be seen traveling down Allegheny Avenue in the Kensington neighborhood while heavy snow is pushed towards the cars parked along the curb. Where else is he supposed to put the snow? I was just going to say,
I don't think it looks like he's doing it on purpose. It looks like he's plowing the road, and it just so happens he's taking joy from the fact that those guys are going to have a harder time getting out, but it doesn't look like he's like doing it purposely.
Well, and again, you have nowhere else to put the snow. Yeah. You have to plow it out of the street, and those people are parked along the street. And if you have a no parking thing because of an opposite side or a snow emergency, then
not on him.
These idiots who stayed on the street are going to get what they deserve. City officials confirming that the guy is a sanitation department driver, didn't release his name. The director of the city's Clean and Green initiative said, unfortunately, I received several reports of activity when there were drivers who intentionally buried people in their cars, often causing safety and dangerous conditions. The city of Philadelphia does not tolerate this type of behavior, and if it occurs, we will address it immediately.
I thought that was the city of Philadelphia.
I got no problem with that. That's exactly what you do when you plow. That you do it all.
I don't either. The snow's got to go somewhere. He's trying to get the fact that he's taking some enjoyment in the fact that he's ruining people's weeks.
I'm trying to clear the road so you have a place you can go where you got to go safely, and you're going to get in my way.
He was doing it purposely, like right. It wasn't an area he was supposed to be addressing, and so he was purposely burying cars. Well, that's obviously a jerk move, but he's just taking enjoyment in the fact that he's got to go down that street, and it happens to be.
I plowed a guy in one time, right over his car. It was delicious. Last but not least, bad news, happy music. Hashtag Florida man. You knew he was going to show up. 32-year-old from Florida named Alexander Baker Depew was feeling a bit romantic.
Does this involve a vacuum cleaner in a gated community?
No, that was yesterday. That was yesterday. Okay. This is a different guy.
All right.
This guy apparently fell in love with a stripper at the strip club, which is rule number one. Rule number one. They're not in love with you. They don't like you. They just want your money. This guy liked this stripper so much, he decided to go out and get her a bouquet of flowers and some chocolates.
Okay.
Rule number 2, don't ever show up at the strip club with a bouquet of flowers and some chocolates. That's not going to go over well. The flowers and the chocolates were considerably expensive. They cost this guy apparently $288. And the reason why Alexander Baker Depew is in Bad News with Happy Music is not because he bought the flowers and the chocolates for the stripper or that he fell in love with the stripper. That's pretty run-of-the-mill. He used fake money to buy the flowers and the candies for his stripper lover.
Not going to use real money.
The bills had the word replica on them, said they were not legal tender and were only used for motion pictures, which you can buy on the internet.
Yeah. Monopoly money almost.
Then Alexander, not done with his spending spree, decided to go to the strip club with his chocolates and flowers and paid for his bar tab with the very same fake money.
Oof.
Both the bartender and the florist knew something was up, called the cops. They showed up at the club. He was still there. They arrested him, searched him, and found $400 more in the counterfeit money. Also, he had some cocaine and some meth on his possession. He's now facing multiple felonies.
You know, I faked it.
What?
Yeah.
You faked it? Why would you do that?
You know, if it's enough already, and I just want to get some sleep.
Alexander.
Does she feel the same way about him?
I'm guessing not. But you never know. Strippers, they live in a different world than we do.
Maybe she's bailing him out of jail with real money?
Maybe she is. This guy riding around with flowers, chocolates, fake money, and cocaine.
Spend a lot of money on not real money. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even feel bad about
Here's
it.
$1,000. I got that.
I'll buy the whole bar around.
Florida man. Gotta love him. Bad News, Happy Music. We'll get to our daily check-ins next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com. Call.
Hello.
Email.
I tried emailing you.
Text. So many ways to check in with us. Check. We rely on you guys for traffic updates, requests, and all sorts of other stuff.
Check this out.
rockmornings.com is the website. You can head there for all of our contact info if you want to get in touch with us. Got a text earlier from Brian in Colorado. Said, good morning, everyone. Finally Friday. Hell yeah. Can we listen to some Mudvayne? Played some Mudvayne. He said, great choice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. Have a good weekend. I got a text from Mike who said, Brian, I just watched the Mike Epps comedy show. The first half was the best part. After that, it got very real and was more of a life story. Quit laughing about midway through. Have a great day. You too, rock. Thanks, Mike. We got about halfway done last night, so we'll finish that up tonight or tomorrow morning. Rat Boy texted in, said, morning, woke up in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. So much for the warm temps. It's 27 right now.
Yeah, it makes me feel bad because they haven't taken a vacation like ever in their whole lives. And they went to go see their son, and it should be warmer than it is, and that stings.
He said, keep on rocking. Thanks, Rat Boy. Text from Chuck said, my sister got out her old Barbie doll case to give to her granddaughter.
Yes.
And when she opened it, there was my G.I. Joe. I laughed so hard when I saw it because I remember telling her Ken was gay and Barbie wanted a real man. Guess she believed me.
That's a trip.
Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate it. Somebody texted in and said Liam was great in The Gray as well. That would be Cal. Yeah, he had a run there for a while. He's been doing all these kind of movies for the last, 20 years or so. But he was in Darkman, which is getting a reboot from back in the day. That was previous to Taken, but Taken was awesome. Shows up at the stepdad's house, and he's like, I need a flight to Europe right now. And he's like, well, I can't do that. Well, do you want me to tell you about these illegal businesses you got? And he's like, I'll get you the plane.
Never mind, we'll get a flight.
And then he killed that dude on his boat, that big, greasy SOB right there on his boat. Just killing everybody on the boat.
Watching it today.
Hell yeah. Saved his daughter. Ungrateful little stupid kid.
They were a little separated. Fixed it. They fixed it.
Shorty, listening in Florida, heard Doc say, freeze bitches. I used to like him.
Aw.
Not happy that
it'll pass.
Doc was laughing at their misfortune.
A little chilly in your pool, huh?
Fat Boy texted in, said, being that early in the morning, that garbage guy probably just started his route. The only reason that guy is still alive, front load garbage trucks pack it over 2,600 PSI. That is my biggest worry about my job. People hiding in dumpsters. Thankfully, it never happened to me. But yeah, Fat Boy.
That's a crazy story.
You get out, the guy's sleeping, and then you got to get back in the truck. You hook it up to the dumpster from the inside the truck. You drive into it with the forks in the front, and you lift it over, and you can't see it. You're not paying attention. I'm sure some of the newer trucks have some kind of detection system or whatever. But yeah, you get in those things, man, you can forget about it. You're going to be a tomato.
It's unbelievable that he survived.
Twice.
I know. Squished him twice. Oof.
Jim said, have a great weekend. I would have so much fun to be a plow driver for a day, bury every car.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, there's no delight like the delight of plowing someone in when they're not supposed to be where they're supposed to be. I had a guy one time, this is when I was plowing for the company years ago, and he was parked down at Goose Island, and I have to get in there to plow, and he was parked in a way so that I couldn't get around him.
Right.
That's not a parking lot. There's no businesses down there. There's nothing, right? But the car was there for some, I don't know if it stalled or what. So I took every ounce of snow I could get.
And I built a little fortress around it. I
packed it around the back of his car, around the side of his car. Oh man, it was so great. Paul texted in and said that's what he sent in a picture. He said, here's the honker. It's $11.99. It's turkey, ham, bacon, cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, and mayo on toasted sourdough. So it's kind of like a club sandwich. This is at that Goose Cafe out there in the town of Chester. Thanks again to Hunter, who sent me the message on Facebook of Bill Belichick going to the wrong sideline back in the day. Thank you very much. Also got an email. This one is from Pete. I haven't opened it. He said, the Wild Goose Cafe is a truck stop. I looked at the menu, but I don't see the name you mentioned as a sandwich. They do have some good sandwich names, though. One is called the Jake Break Burrito. That's like a truck stop place. Thanks, Pete. Never know when you might be around the town of Chester and you want to stop into the Wild Goose, the Wild Goose Cafe, and try a honker. That'll do it for us for today and for the week. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your time with your friends and family. Have fun. Be safe, and we'll talk to you on Monday.